Now, after knowing what is consolidometer and the load apply, so what we did do there, we apply the load or pressure, we note down the time, and then we note down settlement and White's ratio. White's ratio and settlements are one and same thing, so that much we do. So after getting that one, now we are interested in finding the coefficient of consolidation. So this question could have been asked in the university exam if the exams were in offline mode. This is very, very important. How you are going to find the coefficient of consolidation. So the coefficient of consolidation can be found in the laboratory by two methods. One is square root of time method. Second is logarithmic of time fitting method. First is square root of time method. Second is logarithmic of time fitting method. So what is square root time method and what is logarithmic time or fitting method, that we will study in detail now. That we will study in detail now. And this is the last topic. And after this, we will do the numericals, a few more numericals, and wind up this chapter. So in the next class, I will go for very important one more topic, that is shear strength of soil. Okay, now what is square root of time fitting method? From the consolidation test, the dial reading, that is settlement corresponding to a particular time, is measured. From the measured data, dial reading versus root 2 graph can be drawn. So what is meant by that? So before doing this method, we should know about the consolidometer. So what we do in the consolidometer is, so for a particular time, what we do is, for a particular time, we apply the pressure. After applying the pressure, what we note down is, the settlement. So settlement and time you will get here. Of course, pressure is also there, but we are not concerned here about pressure. So we are bothered about time and settlement. So you will draw a graph. On the x-axis, you take root t, not the t, you will take root t. Suppose time is 1 means you take 1 here. Time is 4 means you take 2. Time is 9, 3. Time is 16, 4. Like this, on the x-axis, you take root t. And on the y-axis, you take dial reading, that is the settlement. So root t versus settlement, the graph you people draw. So from the consolidation test, the dial reading settlement corresponding to a particular time is measured. From the measured data, dial reading versus root t graph can be drawn. So on the x-axis, root 2 is taken, and on the y-axis, settlement is taken. A straight line can be drawn passing through the points of initial state portion of the curve. The intersection point between the straight line and the dial reading axis is denoted as R0, which is corrected zero reading, that is U equal to 0. So now this is the curve. So for this curve, what we do, we draw a straight line. We draw a straight line, that is means a tangent type, and wherever it meets the y-axis, no, that is called R0, and this is U. Here consolidation is taken as 0, and this is the initial impression. फिर एक बार और मैं बताता हूं, root t versus dial, एक graph बनाओ, you will get a curve like this. So for this curve, you draw a tangent type straight line, not exactly tangent, but touching that one, straight line portion, and get it back to cut this at the y-axis, and that point is called R0, and this corresponding line, horizontal line, is called U equal to 0, that is consolidation is 0 here, and this is called initial compression. This is called the initial compression. Okay. So now a straight line can be drawn passing through the points on initial state portion of the curve. The intersection point between the straight line and the dial reading axis, that is y-axis, is denoted as R0, which is corrected zero reading, that is U is equal to 0. Starting from R0, further you see here, starting from R0, draw another straight line such that its abscissa is 1.15 times the abscissa of the first straight line. फर्स्ट स्ट्रेट लाइन का एब्सिसा कितना है, उसके 1.15 टाइम्स ले लो. ऑर्डिनेट और एब्सिसा मालूम है ना आपको. एब्सिसा मतलब एक्स एक्सिस, ऑर्डिनेट मींस वाई. Starting from R0, draw another straight line such that its abscissa is 1.15 times the abscissa of first straight line. The intersection point between the second straight line and the experimental curve represents the R0 and corresponding root T90 is determined. Root T90 is determined. So what we do now, so now this is the R0. This is the R0. So whatever this is there, no, it's 1.25 times, 1.15 times it is taken. 1.15 times is taken. Got it? 1.15 times is taken. मतलब सपोज करो R0 आपका 100 है तो 115 ले लो तो ये पॉइंट मिलता. इस पॉइंट से एक स्ट्रेट लाइन ड्रॉ करो, इस पॉइंट से एक स्ट्रेट लाइन ड्रॉ करो और इसका वो कर्व को कहां कट होता और वहां से आप एक स्ट्रेट लाइन बनाओ. दैट इज रूट T90. दैट इज रूट T90. एक बार और मैं आपको बताता हूं. देखिए, सो R0 जो है, R0 का 1.15 लेके कर्व ड्रॉ करो. दिस इज स्टेटेड हियर क्लियरली. Starting from R0, draw another straight line such that its abscissa is 1.15 times the abscissa of the first straight line. Abscissa of the first straight line. तो देखिए फर्स्ट स्ट्रेट लाइन ये है. फर्स्ट स्ट्रेट लाइन का एब्सिसा कितना है? ये x है, कुछ भी है, 10 है, समझिए 10 है, 20 है, वॉट एवर इट इज. यू टेक दिस वन, इसका 1.15 करो, मतलब ये जितना है उससे भी 0.5 ज्यादा करो. ज्यादा करने के बाद कर्व को कहां टच होता वो पॉइंट ले लो एंड दैट पॉइंट इज R90. और इसके नीचे जो पॉइंट आता है इट इज टाइम इज रूट T90. मैं एक बार और समझाता हूं सारी चीजें. हाँ, आप अच्छी तरह समझो, आप पढ़ने से समझ में नहीं आता. पहले क्या करो, रूट टाइम और डायल रीडिंग दैट इज वाइड्स रेशियो सेटलमेंट, ये कर्व बनाओ. एक कर्व ऐसा आता, इस कर्व को क्या करो, स्ट्रेट लाइन पोर्शन ले लो और एक्सटेंड करो, ये R0 मिलता आपको. सो दिस इज द इनिशियल कंप्रेशन. अब ये R0 कर्व को कहां टच करते आया देखो. सो दैट रीडिंग इज यू टेक एज x. इसका 1.15 टाइम्स मतलब 0.5 टाइम ज्यादा रीडिंग ले लो. ज्यादा रीडिंग लेने के बाद कर्व को कहां कट होता देखो और उसको नीचे की तरफ लाओ. दिस इज R90. नाउ R0 इज नोन, R90 इज known to you. R0 and R90. Starting from R0, draw another straight line such that its abscissa is 1.15 times the abscissa of the first straight line. The intersection point between the second straight line and experimental curve represents the R90 and corresponding root 90. Thus, the time required T90 for 90% is calculation. तो इससे क्या मिलता आपको, ये जो टाइम रहता ये 90% कंसोलिडेशन के लिए कितना टाइम लगता, दैट वी कैन फाइंड. द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन हम कैसा निकालते हैं, हम फाइनली CV इज इक्वल टू T90 D स्क्वायर बाय T90. T90 तो टाइम है, ये फिगर से मिल जाता आपको. D इज इक्वल टू ड्रेनेज प्रात है, उस मालूम है. T90 इज 0.84 फिक्स है. सो ये सब्स्टिट्यूट करो आपको, इससे आपको कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन मिलता. What you will get from this is coefficient of consolidation, and this method is called square root of time method. स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ टाइम मेथड. एक बार और बताता हूं मैं आपको. कंसोलिडेशन मेथड का टेस्ट करने के बाद एक कर्व ड्रॉ करो. कर्व कैसा ड्रॉ करते, एक्स एक्सिस पे रूट टी ले लो, वाई एक्सिस पे डायल रीडिंग या इनिशियल वाइड्स रेशियो ले लो. उसके बाद एक कर्व आता, कर्व का स्ट्रेट लाइन पोर्शन ड्रॉ करो, R0 आता. फिर R0 जहां पर तक, तो R0 यहां पर है तो ये R0 का x है, उसका और 0.15x करो तो तुमको ये पॉइंट मिल जाता. हाँ, तो इस पॉइंट से आप वर्टिकल ड्रॉ करो, रूट T90 मिलता. T90 आपको मिल गया, रूट मिलता, उसका स्क्वायर कर दो. ये तो आपको फिक्स है तेरसगी से, और D मालूम रहता आपको, तो CV यू कैन फाइंड. दैट इज द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन. That is the coefficient of consolidation. So this is one of the way of finding the coefficient of consolidation by square root of time method. By square root of time method. I hope the things are clear to you now. Okay. Any doubt, beta? So please once again you read it, and then you will come to know across it. If you have any doubts. Okay. Shall I move further for the second method? And second method is logarithmic of time fitting method. Logarithmic of time fitting method. From the consolidation test, the dial gauge reading settlement corresponding to a particular time is measured. From the measured data, dial reading versus time graph can be drawn. Of course, वही करे थे पीछे भी हम स्क्वायर रूट लिए थे, लेकिन यहाँ पर हम टाइम ले रहे, टाइम वर्सेस जो डायल का रीडिंग सेटलमेंट आ रहा वो ले रहे. सेलेक्ट 2 points T1 and T2 in initial part of the curve such that T2 is equal to 4T1. T2 is equal to 4T1. So this is the curve logarithmic time fitting method. कर्व स्टार्ट कर रहे हम, तो एक पॉइंट T1 ले रहे, दूसरा पॉइंट ले रहे T2. दूसरा पॉइंट कितना ले रहे T2. T2 शुड बी 4 times दी T1, 4 times दी T1. और उसके बाद देखिए select 2 points. Select 2 points T1 and T2 in initial part of the curve such that T2 is equal to 4T1. The points corresponding to the chosen times are marked on the curve. The vertical distance Z between that point and the point on the curve's corresponding time is also Z. So this everything is clear. यहाँ पर आप ये point note करें. This is T1. जब आप T2 लेते तो T2 4 times, suppose करो ये 2 रहा तो 2 into 4 8, तो ये 8 पे ले लो. सपोज करो ये 6 रहा, 4 into 6 24, ये 24 पे ले लो. ये 8 रहा, 4 into 8 32, ये 32 पे ले लो. तो एक पॉइंट डिसाइड करने के बाद दूसरा भी डिसाइड कर सकते हैं. ऊपर ले जाओ कर्व पे ये पहला पॉइंट और ये ले जाओ ये दूसरा पॉइंट. इन दोनों के बीच में जो डिस्टेंस रहता दिस इज Z. और इतना ही डिस्टेंस देके ऊपर एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन बनाओ, दैट इज R0. That is R0 or initial compression here. That is R0 or initial compression here. Got it? Next, R0 is corrected 0 reading, that is U is equal to 0%. Determine the U 100% line by drawing 2 tangents from the straight portion of the curve as shown in the figure. तो अब क्या करो आप देखिए, इस कर्व को एक टेंजेंट बनाओ और ये कर्व ऐसा होते जा रहा ना, इधर हॉग होके इधर सैग हो रहा, तो हॉगिंग पार्ट को एक टेंजेंट मारो, सैगिंग पार्ट को एक टेंजेंट बनाओ और ये दोनों कहां पर इंटरसेक्ट होते वो देख लो और एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन ले लो. सो दिस इज R100. I hope now how it has R0 has been decided and R100 is decided. This is taking a secondary consolidation. That is different thing. This is second that we go further. So ये तो मालूम होगा. Once U0 and 100% lines are identified, U 50% line is also determined by choosing the middle point. ये फिर और easy है क्योंकि आपको U100 आ गया, U0 आ गया, तो सपोज करो इन दोनों का सेंटर पॉइंट जो रहता वो कितना रहता U50. तो R0 पॉइंट मालूम है आपको, R50 मालूम है, R100 मालूम है, R100 भी मालूम है आपको. The time T50 corresponding to the 50% is determined from the curve. एक बार आपको ये कर्व मिल गया तो इस कर्व को ऐसे लाइन को ऐसा एक्सटेंड करो का पॉइंट पे, कर्व पे हॉरिजॉन्टल ले लो. So this point is T50. This point is T50. Okay, the coefficient of congestion CV is determined by T50 D square by T50. ये T50 तो आपको ग्राफ से मिलता है, D आपको पता है ड्रेनेज पाथ, और ये जो कैपिटल T है ये 0.69 आपको फिक्स लेना है. आपको 0.697 आपको फिक्स लेना है. So this method is called logarithmic fitting curve method. This curve is called logarithmic fitting curve method. Logarithmic fitting curve method. Okay. After consolidation, the specimen up to specimen point, ये सब खैर आप आगे पढ़ लो, not that much important. So these are the two methods by which we can find the coefficient of consolidation. These are the two methods from which we can find the coefficient of consolidation. कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो प्लीज. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Go through it, both the methods, consolidate method. See, I am trying my best to, explain you. Maybe sometimes as it is online classes, so it's sometimes difficult to understand. I am sharing the slide. I am sharing the videos. You can go through it. If you have any doubts, you read it and try to understand on the same day itself. What is the thing? Same day itself, you try to understand. Okay, Snell, very good. But at least a few people, you people are listening this one. So I'm trying my best to tell all these things. So now few numericals are there. So same numericals, more numericals today itself I will start and solve. And once the numericals are over means this chapter is almost over. So this much is enough. So now next chapter is also very important. That is shear strength of soil. That I will take, and then pressure. Still much time is there. No need of be in hurry. We can revise the thing also. If we'll get the time in January more, then we can go for gate questions also. Now take down this question, please. Get your calculator, paper, pen, pencil, everything with you. And the question is the time for 40% consolidation of a two-way drained saturated clay. तो कितने वे है? टू वे. टू वे रहा तो क्या होता? D is equal to H/2. ये याद रखो आप. D is equal to H/2. कितना परसेंट कंसोलिडेशन है? 40% है. तो U क्या है? 40% है. It is less than 60%. The time for 40% consolidation of a two-way drained saturation clay sample of 10 mm thick in the laboratory is 40 seconds. The time for 40% consolidation of a two-way drained saturation clay sample of 10 mm thick in the laboratory is 40 seconds. मतलब H laboratory test पहले हुआ, पहले लैबोरेटरी टेस्ट हुआ, फिर सेम फील्ड में हो गया. तो सेम मेथड आपको इस टाइप का प्रॉब्लम कर चुके हैं. तो लैबोरेटरी मेथड में क्या क्या डाटा दिया? 40%, U is 40%, थिकनेस H is 10 mm, उसके बाद टाइम इज 40 सेकेंड. डिटरमाइन द टाइम रिक्वायर्ड फॉर 60% कंसोलिडेशन. अब कंसोलिडेशन को बढ़ाना है और उसको 60% करना है फील्ड में ऑफ द सेम सॉइल 12 मीटर थिक. कितना? 12 मीटर thick on an impervious layer subjected to the same loading condition on the laboratory sample. तो please करो ये problem. Let me see how many of you can do it. Everything is same. तो पहले आप पहले कंडीशन से CV निकालो और सेम CV यूज करो फील्ड के लिए, करके टाइम कितना आता मुझे बताओ. प्लीज डू इट. 2-3 minutes time I will give you. You can do it. Many problems we did earlier. Many problems. Please do it. Yes, please. What is the time needed for field conditions? पहले आप CV निकालो. Everything is given. Laboratory condition के लिए U is 40%, H is 10 mm, T is 40 seconds. So time factor TV is equal to pi by 4 U by 100 whole square because it is less than 60%. So you will get TV is equal to 0.126. As it is two-way drained, D is equal to H by 2 5 mm. So 5 mm T CV का वैल्यू मालूम है आपको निकालना है, TV का वैल्यू मालूम है 0.126. So you will get CV from this one. First to write the answer of CV. Same CV you use and find the time needed in the field. सेम फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. पहले करे सो है करो, एटलीस्ट एक दो चार लोग तो करो. Yes, do it please. जल्दी. Yeah, somebody's did it. At least CV is 4.960. Okay, same CV use and find the time needed. So CV is this much better, 0.0788. CV is 0.0788. So from that CV, find the time needed. करो. गेट एग्जाम देते तुम लोग बेसिक ही नहीं सीखते जल्दी. करो जल्दी. So this is CV. Once you get CV for field condition, U is 60%, H is 12 meter, that is 12,000 mm. So TV you calculate pi by 4, 60 by 100 whole square 0.28. CV is given this much. D is equal to, this is one-way drainage system. Is it given to you, one-way drainage system? determine the time required because of the same soil of an impervious layer. हाँ देखो ये देखिए, इस बात को नोट करो, ऑन एन impervious लेयर मतलब एक लेयर इसका impervious है, मतलब ये सिंगल ड्रेन है। इस बात को नोट करो, अंडरलाइन करो रेड पेन से। This is impervious, therefore it is single drainage. So single drainage means D is equal to H, that is 12,000 mm square, sorry mm, and TV is equal to CV into T by D square. TV is 0.282, CV is given, T to be found out, and 12,000 whole square. So this is the T in seconds, and this is going to be T in days. Please take down this one. तुम लोगों को इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है। सेम प्रॉब्लम 3-4 प्रॉब्लम ऐसे कराया मैं आपको, एक लैबोरेटरी कंडीशन के लिए, दूसरा फील्ड कंडीशन के लिए, ठीक है। Shall I move? Have you taken this one? कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो प्लीज। I know you people, आने कोई 20-30 आते, 30 बच्चे आते, लास्ट में 5-10 आते, 40 बच्चे आते, क्या बोलना बोलो। Okay, Sonali, right, beta. So this much seconds, you got the right answer. This much seconds, convert that into days. Convert that into days. Convert that into days. Okay, second question you take. Find the time required for 50% consolidation in a soil stratum of 9 meter thick. 50% consolidation चाहिए यहाँ पर. Okay, so 50% consolidation चाहिए, stratum thickness है 9 meter with the pervious strata at top and bottom. Also determine the coefficient of consolidation given that K is equal to this much, E naught is 1.5, CV is this, AV is this much, and time factor this much. So this is a two drainage system. कैसा मालूम हुआ टू ड्रेनेज है? बोलो, हाँ लिखा क्या कहीं पे? This is two drainage system. How you come to know that this is two? I have written here two drainage system. Whether it is right? How you can understand that this is the two-way drainage system? Tell me. ये टू वे ड्रेनेज सिस्टम बोल के मैं लिखा है यहाँ पर, क्वेश्चन में कहीं दिया क्या टू वे बोल के?
No, sir.
Then how we have decided? Yes, West Sonali, it is pervious. Yes, यहाँ पर clearly mention कर रहा 9 meter thick with the pervious. Impervious बोलता तो पानी जाना रुक जाता था. So it is pervious data at top and bottom, ऊपर और नीचे दोनों तरफ है, इसीलिए ये two-way drainage system है. U 50% has been given. K is also given. Coefficient of permeability, it is given here. E naught is given 1.5. AV is given. TV is given. H is equal to, as it is two-way drainage system, H is equal to 9 by 2. That is 4.5. Now CV is given by K upon MV into gamma W, but MV we don't know. MV is equal to AV upon 1 plus E naught. AV is 0.003. E naught is 1.5. 1 plus 1.5. So this is your coefficient of volume change, that is MV. This is coefficient of volume change, that is MV. Once we know MV, then you calculate CV. CV is equal to K. K is 10 to the power minus 9 divided by MV. MV we got this one, and Gamma W is 9.81. Remember, all the things here we have used in meter only. Unit, you have to be careful, very much careful. So you will get CV is equal to 8.49 into 10 to the power minus 8 meters square per second. Please note down this one. At least if you are not doing anything, when I mean share the PPTs, at that time you practice it, make it notes. देखो वक्त अपने आप गुजरते रहता, तुम लोग थर्ड ईयर से फाइनल ईयर जाते, फाइनल ईयर से थर्ड, फिर डिग्री एमटेक को जाते। अगर से कुछ पढ़ाई करके आप बाहर निकल रहे तो वो बहुत बेकार है, इस बात को नोट करो। Yes, Hoa, is it clear? And once again,
Yes, sir.
is it clear? So for this one, whatever the formulas I have given in the previous slide, no, you note down those formulas better. You will come across. Okay, Sonali. So this is all about second question. So once again, let me remind you, tomorrow Sobers company is going to organize a workshop here from 2 to 4:30. It is offline. So registration form has been shared by Kshisagar ma'am and Jagdale sir in the WhatsApp group. Please, if you are staying nearby, of course, compulsory for hostel girls and boys. Others from hostel boys and girls, those who stay in Pandharpur or nearby villages, please attend it. Please attend it, okay? So now CV is gone. What he has asked is a time required. So time required further he has taken like this. TV is equal to CV into T by D square. So TV he has taken 0.2 and from this he has found small t as 4770318 seconds and convert this into days. And convert this into days, please. Okay, now please have a break of again 2-3 minutes, and then again we will join and complete these two questions. Two more questions are there, and most probably this maybe little bit things in the next class. And the next class itself, I think it is day after tomorrow, I will start shear strength of soils. Shear strength of soils. Once the syllabus is over, if time remains still, we will study in every class only MCQs. MCQs prepared by me, MCQs from some chapters, some gate questions, that we will do it. Okay.